Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living,
What's
mostly
going on?
understanding
What's
the
good?
moral and storyline.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Leave an
getting it
old
for you?
review and reviews are welcome.
What's
Just
going
click or tap the top.
on, people?
Follow me on Instagram. See you out
Subscribe
there.
to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Sunday. And with it being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, knocking down doors and making your dreams come true, and practicing ignore. Now I want to talk about something in reference to Pamela Rocker, and this is in reference to the president candidacy. As far as I reported this video in reference to 6 days ago about the first black transgender woman that was running for presidency as of 2020. Now, I did this video 6 days ago, and I wanted to find out exactly what was going to happen once I uploaded the video. I said I wonder how she's going to be received as with the two-spirit women, or should I say the trans women, and see the backlash, stuff like that. I understand one thing, she's a black trans woman, and I get that part, and I know it's going to be a backlash, and a lot of things that will be questionable when she as a person stand in the forefront. So, that being said, last night I received tons of email in reference to this woman saying that she's promoting a scam and stuff like that, and it was just sending me emails of, okay, I don't even know who sent. At first I was scared to even click on it because I didn't know who sent it, but I received this. I watched the video. It was in reference to Fox Giselle and another girl by the name of Giselle and another girl by the name of Ashley. Three of my sisters, all 4 of my sisters actually, but in the word of sisterhood. But this is the thing. I'm going to paste the video down at the bottom here in the bottom, because the one that they did the live on YouTube is really long. It's like 2 hours. Pamela Rocker, her video is like 45 or something minutes. I listened to both. I heard both sides and stuff. And me did not want to do this video. I did not want to do this video. I'm very selective about videos that I do only because I do not feel like I need to jump on the train of bashing a trans woman or a two-spirit woman, bashing anyone, period. That's not what I do. So I was uncomfortable with doing this video only because that's not what I do, and I don't want to be in this uber mess. So I listened to the one in reference to the live, in reference to Fox Giselle and another beautiful woman by the name of Chanel, and they were talking reference for, and forgive me if I'm butchering your name or forgetting your name. At the end of the day, it was hard kind of staying awake at 3 o'clock in the morning watching these videos. Is too much for me. I started out early, but it was getting too long. This past I woke up and listened. But what I'm going to tell y'all is this. Giselle allegedly had an affair with Pamela's man before. Okay, we get that part. Only reason I'm saying this part is you're going to see in the video. Okay, so now Pamela is allegedly married. I'm not going to say nothing is set in stone. I didn't see research. I do research on this. I'm going to use a lot of allegedly because I do not know set in stone. But Pamela Rocker allegedly is engaged or married to this man that Fox Giselle that was basically was with, allegedly, in front of me. They shot receipts and everything on it. But this is the thing with me. Another girl there was Chanel. It was a problem with that within Pamela Rocker. I'm gonna try to get. Let me go from first to first. I get you confused. Okay, it was a different argument between Fox and Giselle. I don't know who orchestrated the whole thing, but it's basically like to get back at Pamela for her presidency in reference to let the public know. Okay, so I don't know who orchestrated that, but that's how that went down. When it came down to Ashley, she said she was there only to make sure things would get crazy. I fell asleep. I don't know if she said more after that, but she did say something about reference to Chanel, because Chanel was the one who took back her man allegedly 3 times in reference to him leaving her for Pamela Rocker. Now, it became very problematic with me because of the fact that Chanel became upset and stuff, and she started saying a lot of things in reference to killing and stuff like that. But I don't think she meant it directly towards Pamela. She just got upset because someone threatened Fox Giselle. Fox Giselle been having this stalker that's been after her and a lot of things like that. Okay. Which is real. But this is my thing. I just want to give you a little update about how I feel about this whole situation. Now, this is all over a man. This is all over a man, y'all. And the thing about it is, we know the pattern as far as a man goes out there, cheat, they do their thing. And here it is, we have 3 beautiful women talking in reference to a man. We're talking about a woman that's running for the president of the United States. She's a candidate, allegedly. I'm not sure. Everything's official. I didn't look up that as well because it's not that deep to me. But I'm just going to go hypothetically off what she said. So allegedly, she put in the GPA, whatever they call it, and she's running. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. I did a video on her. I supported her. The woman has been through holy hell enough, my personal opinion. She's been adopted. She's been in a lot of foster homes. She's been through hell. So my personal opinion with her is that she has to make it the best way she can. This is my opinion. When it came to Fox Giselle, I don't know her struggles, but I'm sure she had one. Being a two-spirit woman is hand in hand a struggle. I don't really know Chanel, but I understand that all are beautiful women, my personal opinion. But this is the problem I have. Why did it have to be trans women that was shooting this girl down?
To Fox. And she felt that it would have been a great idea to join with Pam Jones, as y'all know, the one who's running for presidency. Well, can I interject?
Just my opinion. Why do they have to be our color as once we always sit back and say we need to stick together, oh, Black Lives Matter, stuff like that, oh, it don't matter for us. But then we find someone that's sitting in the forefront that's going to fight for us. Whether she's not your first candidate or not, I'm not saying you have to vote for her, but she's trying. But why does it have to be one of our own? It's the same thing when it comes to me. I find it amazing that every time somebody black that tries to go to the top, they got a message, they're trying to do something, it's always one of our own. And then we use the term of, oh, well, the white people got us fixed this way. Oh, it's the white people's fault. Oh, it's always the white people's fault. But instead of you accepting accountability for your actions, how long do you think every person that's born as white have to pay for something their ancestors have done in time? Just imagine you being a white person that's born. Here it is, you got to pay for something that someone else do. Now, as a black person, if somebody said, well, you have to pay for something they did, you would get upset. But we understand we live in a hypocrite world. I can do what we want and stuff like that, and don't go for me. And by no means, I'm not talking about slavery and stuff like that. I am talking about, but not in general, because I understand slavery and I do understand it, and I talk about that a lot on my channel, and it makes me upset. I cannot get too upset about it, because I get upset behind the black on black crime, but I'm only one person, and a lot of times people don't like the messenger, so they refuse to see the message. But why did it have to be a trans woman? That's all I don't know. I have tons of people, and I'm going to make it about me for a second. I have tons of people I do not like. I don't even put their names on this video, and I could just blast them out, like just go after them. I decided to not do it. And I may not like the way a person move, and I may not like the way they done me, but I say, you know what, I have no problem with it. I don't give out names to sure. My personal opinion, you can do what you want, because clearly you done did the videos out. And the thing is, there's always a way. You could have hit her up and said, listen, what you did to me was wrong, and I would like you to make a public apology before it goes out any further. Now, if she felt as though she wanted to be run for president, she knows she has to take authority to be more professional. You did not show up in the video, Pamela Rocker, with a gun saying you have to do anything to protect yourself.
Cleveland, Ohio area, girl, approach me if you want to, run up on me if you want to, because I'm going to say, security, and if you decide to approach further, honey, I have a legal firearm, girl. So I have a right to defend myself, and I will pop you. And I'm saying that with a straight face. Girl, I will pop you. So do not test me, honey, And you think I'm playing around. You girls think I'm playing around. I'm not. I'm not, girl. I have a firearm right here. And I'm a responsible gun.
And you make it into a joke. Bringing up guns inside of video, running for candidacy is a big problem for the children we have inside of these schools that are killing young kids. This is not a proper thing for you to do inside of the video, my personal opinion. Because you may not realize this, but some people see that gun, they think about their child that's been murdered, they think about their husband been murdered, they think about their daughter has been murdered. And when I say that, I mean all races. Because white people get murdered too. Whether it's publicized or not, it just happens. The reason why we get so publicized as being murdered, because it gets more of volume. Volume is all about clickbait. Clickbait is all about money. And if you're not bringing in the money, they don't care. If you say there, if you notice, all the websites says, another black person has been killed, y'all. Another black person. And all the black people get upset and start going out. This is the trigger. This is the trigger. Not saying, oh, well, you just wanted to report black people stuff. I do want to report everybody's stuff. That's not what I'm saying. For the people that's going to try to misconstrue it to make it be like some type of racial division. Because that's where y'all at. There is not one black person walking on the United States of America that don't have white in you. You cannot possibly tell me that massa skip your house through your ancestors and not rape your ancestors that died for you. That sit back here and you do all this stuff like what you're doing and stuff. It amazes me how it amazes me how we got strange fruit hanging from the trees. But the only time it makes it impact as far as the black culture is when you sit back and do a movie about Black Panther. You got to do a superhero for all y'all to get together and be a superhero. When you should have that same rage and anger when it comes to so many black people that's been murdered. But I'm not even going to go on that right now. I'm not even going over there. But Pamela, sister girl, I'm going to talk to you. I'll make this video a little bit longer because normally I hate long videos. But I'm going to talk to you, sister girl, because you're running for candidacy, a presidency, and you're younger than me. And matter of fact, probably all of y'all are younger than me. But I'm going to tell you something about us old dolls. We know better, we know how to move, and we know how to exist, and we know when to open our mouth, and we know when to shut up, we know when to pick up our pocketbooks, and we know when to walk out the room. We know when to sit back and watch other people that are younger than us bury themselves while we sit back and try to fight for y'all to stay alive. But at the end of the day, instead of y'all embracing us and saying, well, you know what, let me talk to one of our older sisters before I elaborate on this whole thing of being very malice and petty. It doesn't make sense. Whether you realize it or not, you're still in the same box. Whether you want to move forward or not, your skin comes first and then you come next. And the person you could possibly introduce the world to will never get the chance to see, because if you're coming with toxic information, people they're going to shut off after a while. Unless it's somebody just as toxic as you, then they're going to fight back with you, because that's what they get on too. In order to run for the President of the United States, you have to watch your words. You have to be more accountable for your actions. How you need to dress these 3 girls or 2 girls, basically, in this whole video and stuff, should have been done a lot more way. You need to get a much more professional team behind you if you want to run for the president, if you're taking it very seriously. From the girls' statement that you're not taking it seriously, it's just a money grab. And the thing about it is that when people are not happy with each other, of course they're going to put out venom, and of course they're going to stop your bag, of course they're going to do a lot of negative things, but it depends on how you move and respond to their actions. Every action that you take could be a response to a positive matter. You could flip the whole thing around and make it so positive. But to do it the way you did, I didn't think that was very called for. And as a younger sister, I think you really need to think your actions, because the role that you're applying for is a big role. You got so many lies you're talking about. And when I say that you just can't go with the black people, you got to put everybody. Everybody is suppressed areas. Liberia is slavery. Still going on. Black people are still being put into slavery. People are trying to get over to Canada and stuff like that because they don't want to be slaves anymore. They got the ICE people that from the Mexicans trying to get over across the border. It is a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed, and it's not going to be addressed by you go back and forth over a man. A man. This is all over a man. How do you expect somebody to stand behind you when you're talking about a man? You're making a man so important in front of the president candidacy. We watched this stuff happen tons of times before. We watched this stuff happen tons of times before. We cannot move forward in life if every time somebody throws a man into a man can throw it into the wrench a lot of things. Sure, there are good men out here and stuff like that, but clearly y'all don't have the best selection when it comes to men. My personal opinion, that's just my opinion, you're happy with what you have, and sometimes you look for love any kind of way you can get it, and I get that. I'm not going to go on that either about your man. Your man choices in your life is still your business. But to be a president running for candidacy of the United States of America, you have to watch the way you move. You can't do videos about guns and stuff like that. You have to protect yourself. You're going to have security. That is not a joke to people. That is not a joke to people. That's children who've been murdered or families been murdered. And I understand that a lot of girls, you said that Fox Giselle was a meth addict and stuff like that. This is the thing. You have to understand. There are families who have meth addict children and families that are meth addicts, stuff like that. You have to understand the volume of people you're reaching with your conversation, where you're sharing your information. Even though she may be broken right now, you should say, well, you know what, girl, I can help you. You can turn it all the way around. But to go back there and attack her and stuff like that, and basically allegedly that's what you said she is, I'm not saying that, because personally, I think she's brilliant. I watched it before, but that's just my personal opinion. I just think it's always in the delivery. You cannot go after someone problem that they're having with life and to make it like a conversational piece for you know, to out somebody on their weakness. In order for us to grow as a unity, you have to accept that so many people have broken, so many people are broken, so many people have fallen, so many people have fallen from the grace of God, and sometimes people need an uplifting person. You're not going to be an uplifting person when you sit back shooting all this negative, toxic stuff out there into the world. It's not going to create positive. Everything you say, remember, there's somebody sitting in that situation. Everything. So you have to wait before you speak. Whoever your publicist, whoever your lawyers, whoever your people is, you need to talk to them before you get online and start creating this type of volume that you created. I didn't even want to do this story. I didn't even want to find nothing about this. I was all for you. I'm like, listen, I don't hear. But as a young person, I understand you feel like you have to defend yourself. But when you're talking about the President of the United States, you're talking about the entire world. You're not just talking about your world or this other girl world. You're talking about the entire world. And you have to put your personal feelings aside. That personal stuff has to go out the window, baby. If you want to be the President of the United States of America, that personal feeling, I mean, my feelings do not go that way if you're running for presidency, or clearly you're not fit. We already got a president in the White House right now that's doing the same exact thing what you're doing. He getting his feelings, he goes, he has a fit, and then all of a sudden, we have a big problem. You want $100 reparation for slavery? I disagree with that. I think we should have a lot more. We need to have either way more. I'm not going to say this till I'll say, because I just wanted to share this video and stuff. I probably done talk too long, and I'm really over it. And I wish you girls would have done it a lot differently. And I do believe that due to the fact that y'all both all are very young, y'all selection of men was not very great, but you're young, so obviously you have to weed it through. You're human, but the thing about it is, we should not be the first one to jump in on our sisters. You should be much more quiet. Say, well, listen, sister girl, we need to have a talk, a conversation. You hurt me, and if it cannot be rehabilitated, then you know what you just do? Let it go, cut a loss. I've cut losses all my life. And you can do it too. Don't get your pride stop you from stop being the bigger picture that you could possibly be. Your pride can stop you from everything you ever wanted to be in life. Keep that in mind. Your pride can stop you from a lot of things. And I want you to keep that in mind when it comes down to things in life. But remember, Pamela Rocker, everything you talk about on someone else, remember, you're targeting someone else in that situation. So when it's like, okay, for example, if I was running for president, which I would never, and I would say, well, you know what, I can't stand this black girl right here with a black hair and black. Now, all you think about is everything I'm saying about her negative. Now, suppose I have a black daughter, black hair, and everything you describe that person as. So now I'm looking at you saying, well, shoot, if you don't like her, then you don't like mine, if that makes sense. I would not be doing this video. I did not want to do this video. I prayed over it, asked God. I didn't want to do it. I didn't even know how to dress appropriate for it. Because I didn't want to do it, period. I don't mind girls being sister girls fight behind the scene, but this woman is trying to run for president of the United States. Whether she makes it or not, it was the fact that she tried. It's better to have tried and failed than to never have tried at all. And I understand everybody has their own problems in life, and everybody struggles with their own hurt and pain. But at some point in life, when you have somebody who's trying, sometimes you say, you know what? Now, unless she kills somebody, or one of your kids and stuff, but over a man, really, we still done that over men. It's hard to find a good man out here. But sometimes you think you found a good man. If he's still hurting, you ain't found him yet. If a man is still hurting, you ain't found him yet. If a woman is still hurting, you ain't found her yet. You have to deal with the truth. Sure, you may not like it, because you know what the old saying, because the truth hurts. And the truth do hurt. But the thing about the truth is, it is the truth. Anyway, like I said before, Pamela, Giselle, Chanel, Ashley, I love you all, my little sisters. You're all younger than me. You're all going to grow from this, hopefully. Hopefully you don't get too mad at me and read me and stuff like that. But if you have to do what you have to do, because like I said before, I've been doing this for a long time. Sometimes people don't like the message from the messenger, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. You're always going to be my baby sisters. I have no problem with y'all. Y'all all are very beautiful. But y'all got to understand this is a bigger thing that's fighting against y'all than y'all for. It is something bigger coming after y'all. Coming after all of us. Bigger thing coming after us all. But like I said before, you were running for the president of the United States. You were a president candidate. My sister, you have to move differently. Now, hopefully, y'all are both going to delete y'all videos and stuff, and I'm sure if I got it, and a lot of people I saw got the video, if whoever you're going against, trust me, you just gave them ammunition, especially with the gun. And, you know, the thing about it is, you may have had a chance. You may have. You never know. But you have to know how you move. You still may have a chance. I'm not going to discourage you. However, watch the way you move. Watch every word that comes out your mouth. There is somebody maybe related to that word. You cannot bring past experience and feelings when you talk about the presidency candidacy. But that's just my opinion. You have to be more political. It's not really left. It's not really right. It's just in the middle. You have to stay neutral, because everybody that comes into your life has a storyline. And just because you may not agree with them, and just because y'all both have had a past, I just still find it so crazy how all of this is over a man. 2 men. There are no more men in the world besides those 2. And y'all made this whole spectacle over a man. A man. And I'm sure the men's like, well, I can't stand, and that's fine. I have no problem with men getting upset with me. Probably your husband's or boyfriend when he gets to be upset. But the thing about it is, if a man could leave you for another woman, he was never your man. What's yours is yours. You never have to fight anybody that's yours. Anybody who come across his fight, anybody who got more than you, look better than you, could put him to the highest level, he don't want her, because his riches lies in you. His strength lies in you. His light lies in you. Lives in you. So that woman can never give him that. But if he could leave to go with that other woman, or even if it's a man, if a woman could leave you to go with another man, that was never yours. She was never yours. You have to deal with the truth. Sure, it's not what we want, but it is the truth. This is why I'm single, because I refuse to be less than. Anybody who's not building me up to make me higher is only taking away from me, making me lower. It is one important factor in life. A lot of times we got mental disease and drug use and alcoholism is because a lot of times people came into these people's life and they destroyed them. But we want to act like we don't know why they're there. We close our eyes to things. We close our eyes to homeless problems. We close our eyes to racism. We close our eyes on children being murdered. We close our eyes on why children are so bad when they're learning it from their own parents or other young, older adults that's supposed to be teaching them the right way, but actually teaching them the wrong way. Do as I say, not as I do. But yet still, when you leave that child, they're going to do everything you said not to do. And as an adult, you know when your parents told you not to do something, you found a way to do it anyway. But yet still, You forget about that part. Children lead by examples. And it is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. I did not want to do this story. This is a long video. I hate it. But hopefully I wanted to stop. I'm not going to be doing any more videos on this beautiful woman. Pamela Rocker, God bless you. I wish you the best. The rest of my sisters, I wish you the best. I just want this to be a learning experience. If you have a trans woman, if a gay person is trying to get out in the world, that's trying to do something forefront, if they didn't murder nobody, didn't kill nobody, please don't be doing this over a man. Please don't do this. Go behind the scenes, have a conversation with him, go on Twitter, have a conversation, say, hey, listen, you hurt me. And persons that come to you and say, you hurt me, just say, you know what, I apologize. It's that simple. And it's over. I apologize. It's over. It's over. It's not that deep. We're all leaving this world. We're not staying here forever. We can make things better for the ones behind us. It's not that deep. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. Love your feedback in this comment below. At the top of this Instagram button, I will not be following you back. But Joe, I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
All right now, come on, Raven, let's go on Instagram. Woo! Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, like this video. We have to do better, my true spirit sisters. We have to do better, my true spirit brothers. But you see a girl that's in the forefront trying to make a better way for us all, stand behind her. Just my opinion. I want to make us come together, and maybe we don't have to sing Kumbaya. We can exist in a positive place and help each other move forward. We have enough against us. Love you. Love you.